Hey guys, it's Amanda, and today I'll be showing you how I've been using the new software, Pricelink. Pricelink has been such a game changer when it comes to my Walmart business because it helps me really figure out how to source Walmart to Walmart because that's kind of new to me, and Pricelink has really shown me how to do that. Plus, it has alerts as well as being able to upload your catalog to where you can kind of watch your replens, especially if you're getting low on your replens. You can set an alert saying, hey, don't forget to reorder this, or you are selling this faster than anticipated, so order more, and I absolutely love it. But today I'm going to show you how I use it to source Walmart to Walmart because it really is a game changer. So let's just dive right into it, and I'll show you the filters that I use, and I just discovered these 3 amazing filters that are absolute game changer. So let's just dive right in.
All right, so when you get logged into Pricelink, this is kind of what the dashboard looks like. If I did have more alerts set, I would have those listed right there. But my favorite thing that really kind of intrigues me is they are tracking 5.9 million items. When I first signed up for Pricelink, it was probably 4.2 million, which I was astounded that that's how many that they're tracking. But not only did they add more, it's just they're continuously adding more items to track and to get data on. And I only signed up about a month ago. And so I do love the number one thing about Pricelink is it was created by Noah, and Noah is a seller of Walmart himself. He's not just a software developer who has no experience when it comes to Walmart. He's actually selling on the platform. So he knows the pains when it comes to sourcing or the inventory or just how Walmart works in general. So it's made by a seller for other sellers. So to me, that's huge, and he's gained so much traction when it comes to what is involved in the software. And I absolutely love it. So let's just kind of dive right in. So over here on the left hand side, you'll see different categories that is involved with Pricelink. But today I'm going to be doing the product finder. This is where I will source from Walmart to Walmart items. And as you can see, they are filtering so many different items, and the filters are so wide and broad, and I absolutely love that. You can search by brand. I love searching by Squishmallows or by a certain brand, and I can kind of dive that way, so that is awesome. Category, there's so many categories on Walmart. It's not pretty simple as like Amazon would be, so that's kind of the harder category to kind of go into. I do like filtering by sellers. I like having less than 5 or more than 5 or something like that to kind of know of a product. You can sort by rating, and I also love sorting by clearance. I love clearance. It's kind of the one of the filters that I mainly use. And I'm really just going to go over the filters that I use. There's so many things to choose from, but I'm just going to kind of go over what I currently am using. So I do clearance. I will also do rollback sometimes, but I mainly focus on the clearance. I will look at the rollback because it is a good indicator that will go on clearance. So if you kind of peek at the rollbacks and kind of take mental notes of things that those to watch for them to go on clearance. And then I also like to use Walmart out of stock, so then I know that, I can find items that are Walmart maybe has in our physical store, but not as a shipping option. So that's a good one. Another filter that I like to use is the buy box price. I like to know, make sure it's above $10 because I don't really want to look at anything below that. And then the last filter that I like to use the most often is the bestseller badge. I will also use in people's cart or popular pick badge, but I mainly use the bestseller badge because this is a really key indicator that items will sell. So that's just the number one thing that I use. And so this current filters that I have set is something that I've been using for the past couple days, and I absolutely love it. So I make sure that this is a bestseller badge, that it is on clearance, and it has greater than 5 sellers. So I want to make sure that it's not a gated product and to make sure that I can sell it. So this also has a lot of columns and a lot of things that you can look through. But what I like to look through is I like to scroll over a little bit and look at the buy box seller. So for me, what I want to do is I want to basically buy out Walmart and then flip it. So this one right here is a good example where Walmart is on the listing and they are the buy box seller for $9.99. And it looks like they have maybe 27 in stock. So let's just go ahead and click this item. And it is in clearance, women's size 9. And I will go ahead and scroll down. I am using Martyr, but you can also use Pricelink right here and click this. And it gives you more of the same data, but I'm just used to Martyr, so I'm just going to stick with that for right now. And as you can see, Walmart is currently at $9.99 with 6 in stock. which yesterday I've been watching this item. This one has been selling very quickly. And it says it has verified reviews. And this is good to know because they are selling it for $9.99, and once they sell out, it'll go up to $27.90. So we will do this for $27.90. I'll just do $9.99. And I'm going to put this as $4.45 as the WFS cost, which just gives us a $9 breakdown. This is a great option because you can really just buy the rest of Walmart and then they'll be out of stock. And then it goes to the third-party sellers. So this one is a great find from Pricelink. And I would have not found this without it. So then I will go back and I will kind of scroll through this again to see who the buy box seller is. And I will just go through and find another Walmart. And let's just click on this one and kind of take a look. And this one is for $38.88. And it looks like Walmart is already sold out. That just tells me that they were selling it for $21.50. Yes. So if we bought it for $21.50 and sold it for $38.88, that is a $5.80 profit. That's a pretty good. And you could even sell it for a little bit more because of your buy box. You could even sell it for $38 or $34, $37, just around that age or just around that price. That one is a pretty good flip, and it looks like somebody's already taken advantage of that. So let's just go ahead and keep moving. We'll just do a couple more. And I also like looking at this buy box trend. This kind of indicates that it was a 25, but now it's on sale for 12. So, and this is a Walmart owning listing, and it looks like this is the same listing, just different variants. So let's just take a look at this one. So it looks like all of these fleece logos are on sale. They're on sale for the $12.38, and then they will jump up to $25. So you could definitely go through and take a look at all these sizes because this could definitely be a good option. Especially the sponsored one right here. This one looks like a good option to look into because we could purchase it for $13.61 and then resell it for maybe $25. So this may not be like the best deal. So it wouldn't even be a profit, but it is something to watch.
Hey, I am now offering one-on-one coaching. So if you want to have some one-on-one time with me, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, I am now available, and check out the link below to check out my schedule and book that. I can help you with anything with Walmart, whether it comes to adding items into your inventory or walking you through your first WFS shipment or just learning how to source. I'm available and would love to help you on your journey. So let's connect.
Let's just go ahead and scroll through a little bit more. This is a wonderful buy box up and down where it goes from 17 to 31, back down, and Walmart is the current buy box holder. So let's just take a look at this one. So it looks like it's on sale for $31.15, and Walmart is no longer on the listing. Of course it's not. And let's see how much it was being tracked at. $17.50. Yeah, those are great margins. Like the only thing is like people are so quick. That would have been a great flip because this is something that has 201 reviews or ratings with the 4.2 stars, and this looks like a really good listing. It has a lot of information. It's got everything filled out. It's just not blank, which is something good. There's just so many options when it comes to sourcing for Walmart to Walmart. Again, this one is really good. It goes from $6 to $16, $12, looks like 12.5. This is a toy, so I'm going to skip that. And let's see here. It looks like this one also is a really good one. It's a toy, so I'm going to skip it because toys have been restricted. Not heavily like the Health and Beauty, but you do have to have some further documentation on that, so I will skip that. So we will go ahead and look for more Walmart.com. Let's take a look at these ones, these shoes. So it looks like it's not that much of a difference. You can do $7.49 right here, $7.94, sorry. And then let's say we want to resell these at maybe the $16.99 mark. And then I'm gonna do $4.45 for these ones. They have 92 reviews, which is really good. And this would give us a 36% ROI, which is really good. It's on clearance. It does have a typical sale of like $10.99. $17.50, so it's not great. It only kind of went up that high just a little bit. Let's look at the 365. It's still only doing just a little bit. So it only went up for a little bit, but that's definitely a risk. But every other seller is at that price. So once Walmart sells out, it'll definitely go up to the $16.99, which would be a great sell. Plus you can see if it's near you, it is sold out at my house, or it is currently sold out at my Walmart, but that is something also to look into. So now I'm going to show you how Pricelink looks when you're in a category or you're on an item with Pricelink. It is a Chrome extension as well, and I love that right down here at the very bottom, you can see the price link, plus you can see the shipping right here, how many sellers there are, and the dimensions if it's there. Plus over here, it's very small. You're gonna kind of have to squint and see it, but I like that. I like that it's small, it's quick at a glance, and it's not taking up your whole entire screen. It's not like shifting things. It's just displayed right there at the bottom. And then you can kind of click on a price link, and then it brings up more information if you want it. They do have a calculator if needed, but I use Martyr right now. And you can kind of scroll down through and look at the trends of this item. You can see that Walmart has 9. They started at 184. That means this sells quickly. This sells over 170 times a month. So this definitely will sell out pretty quickly. And then it has all the other sellers on here with they are pro seller. That's also good to know. And plus you can create an alert. Now this is exciting because I want to know how fast an item is selling or not selling. So let's just say I want to know how fast this really sells. And let's just do total stock is equal to 3. So I want to know when this item gets to 3. So if it gets to 3 items in the next like 3 hours, you know this is selling. Or if it's only selling like once a day, then maybe in a couple days you'll get that. But still, it's always good to know. And then you also want to, I like to import this to my watch list so I can really make sure. Let's just import this into our watch list. Perfect. So now I can go into that watch list and look at all the items that are in there to see if any of them have created alerts. That is why I love Pricelink, because you can watch items. For example, let's look at this Belkin. If I want to see if Walmart comes back in stock, I can kind of watch that as well. And same with these Reeboks. If I want to know when Walmart gets down to maybe their last 50 or their last 20, then I can know like, okay, this is really selling fast. All right, so let's just do a couple more to see if we can find, maybe a couple more items that we want to add to our watch list or create an alert for. So again, I will go over to see who the buy box seller is, and I just kind of like to skim through to see if Walmart is the seller. This one is native, but this one is like a health and beauty, so I'm gonna skip that one. Whole ground coffee for this one. Perfect. This one looks like a great option. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. It is a popular pick, so that is good to know. And let's take a look here. It looks like it goes from like a lot of sellers. It goes from 7 back up to 10, and now it's down to 3, and now it has like 5, which is awesome. So let's say we wanted to track this to see like, let's just see how fast Walmart is selling through. So we can go to this price link down the bottom, scroll all the way down, and create an alert. So I like to select the field of Walmart stock. I want to do when they're less than 50. And then I'll go to the additional and create a description. So I will put in today's date, which is August 5th, and then total stock 367. And that way I know that on this date it was this much. So let's say in like 2 weeks, I get an alert, and that really shows me and indicates like, wow, this sells way faster than anticipated, which is amazing and a great option. So I'll go ahead and create an alert, and then I just like to make sure I import this to my watch list just so I know I'm watching it, and then import. All right, guys, well, that is how I am currently using Pricelink to source my items for Walmart to Walmart, and I hope you guys just try it out. There is a link below for you to do a 7-day free trial, and let me know. Put your comments down below, and please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and I'll see you in the next one.